What's up? So, I have no one to share my day with because literally no one cares that I'm alive. So, I'm just gonna share it with whoever cares to watch this, which will be like nobody. Maybe one person. I don't know who you are, but apparently you watch my videos, whatever. Um, so I am working early voting, and I work with some wealthy people who, you know, love to talk about all the nice things they can afford, which is fine. Apparently, it bothers them that I am completely unashamed and don't have a problem openly talking about my poverty. I guess they assume that I say things to make them feel bad, which, if they feel bad because of the things I say, that's on them. Like, I'm not saying it to make them feel bad, that's just my reality. If they can't handle the fact that my reality is what it is because they're so selfish and greedy, like, that's on them, you know? Um, so yeah, the the people that are like my bosses or whatever decided they wanted to go to Texas Roadhouse for lunch because, everyone can afford to just eat Texas Roadhouse for lunch, right? Um, they knew that I didn't have money. This is like the third time they wanted to eat out or whatever, and the first time he bought my lunch, which I appreciated. I didn't expect, but I appreciated. But then they like made it a point to let me know, like, not to expect anyone to buy my lunch. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying is like, I didn't ask for shit. So the fact that you're upset with me because I'm poor, but then you also vote Republican so you won't have to pay taxes. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Um, like, you don't want to support any policies that would give a disabled person enough money to live on, but then you also don't want to do anything to support disabled people or elderly people, which is who we're working with. You want them to go away and not be seen so that you don't have to think about the fact that they exist and you're not doing shit to help them. Like, that's basically the energy that I'm getting from these people. So whatever. But they're Christians, right? They're Christians. They go to Grace Baptist, so they're Christians. So anyway, we go there, and I already knew, like, whatever the situation was, I was going to have to try to play it cool. So um, I had the waitress hook me up with a soda for my last 87 cents, which I would have been fine leaving if she only gave me water. But luckily, she was nice and hooked me up with a soda for free. And two of the girls ordered alcohol, again, with their lunches, which, like, no judgment, but like, also it's the middle of the day and you're driving. And I get that it's only one drink, but like, technically you're still in the middle of your workday. You haven't finished your workday yet. Like, you haven't gone and signed out to be like completely off the clock. I don't know. I just find it weird. I find it weird that people will take a lunch break in the middle of their workday and drink alcohol and then act like that's a normal thing. You know what I mean? Like, you can't wait till you get off work to drink alcohol. That's weird. Whatever. But I mean, whatever. No judgment to them. But they bring the ginormous margaritas, and the lady across from me, who was one of the couple people that's actually been decent to me on this job, um, she said, "Oh, I remember those days," and I was like, "I don't miss them at all. Like, I'm so grateful to be 3 years sober." Again, I was not saying this from a place of judgment to other people. I legitimately am just grateful for having 3 years sober. And I was having a conversation over here. This person here with the margarita specifically made it a point to have her back turned to me the whole entire time because clearly her and her BMW driving friend have a problem with me and my poverty. You know what I mean? Like, I make them feel bad, I guess. I don't do anything to them. I just exist, and my existence causes them to feel bad. And they think that that's my problem and not theirs. So she blurts out, "I'm grateful to not have a problem with alcohol." Okay, cool. I mean, I wasn't judging you, but also you're the one drinking alcohol in the middle of your workday. What the fuck? you know? I was like, it's no judgment. I'm just saying that, like, it's in my DNA. And, I'm grateful that I got sober. And I'm sorry that you clearly have an issue that you feel the need to mask. So you're going to project that onto me because you need it to be my fault because you're one of these people that can't handle your own reality, So frustrating. And she's such a, like, I don't dislike this person. Like, I didn't even dislike the other chick who constantly bragged about how she only drives BMWs or whatever. Like, I don't hate people with money just because they have money. Like, it's not about that. It's this attitude, this energy that you exude and then project onto other people because you can't handle the fact that you're the one with a foul ass soul. You know what I mean? Like, and then the real clincher was, they made it a point to say, these two are going to be on the same check and then everybody else's check is separate, which, I'm not going to order anything because I don't have the money to pay for anything. I'm not going to assume anyone's going to buy me food. So I'm just going to sit here quietly because I'm basically being held hostage right now because these people all have money and they want to go have a fancy lunch in the middle of the workday. So, which, yes, to poor people like me, Texas Roadhouse is pretty fucking fancy. Like, I'm sorry. But, like, seriously, if you can afford to spend $20 or $30 on your lunch break at your $15 an hour job, of course the bosses don't make that much, but whatever, they make more, Anyway, they then, after everyone has finally had their meal and, everything's done, he gets the manager out there. And then he ends up having the manager comp everyone's food. Which, again, wouldn't have changed anything because I'm not a freeloader, so I wouldn't, like, had I known that I was going to get my meal comped, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to order things just because I know that I'm going to get it for free. You know what I mean? That's whatever. I mean, if someone offers to do something nice for me, I have finally come to a place where I can graciously accept that offer. Like, I don't expect it and I'm not going to take advantage of it. But it's just like, think about that for a second. Like, they knew that I couldn't afford to eat. And then they went out of their way to make sure that nobody else had to pay for their food and everybody got their food for free while I had sat there the whole time with nothing but the complimentary bread and the soda that the waitress hooked me up with. And they still think somehow they're better than me. I mean, again, I was never passing judgment. I was just having an experience. This is my life and I'm experiencing my life, But, like, man, they make it hard not to judge them. They make it so hard not to judge them because they're constantly judging everyone else and projecting on everyone else to mask their own insecurity and their own inferiority. Like, it's so sad to me. It breaks my heart. But also, it's kind of funny. I just don't have anyone to share it with because, I'm an authentic person in a sea of just fakeness and inauthenticity. So, yeah. Whatever. That's almost 9 minutes. Wow. I hope this is more positive than the last thing I left you with. And whoever sees this, if y'all run and tell those girls what I said, I mean, whatever it is, what it is. I'm not trying to badmouth them. Like I said, I genuinely didn't have a problem with them. But, like, they clearly have a problem with me. And I don't see anything wrong with me just verbalizing my experience. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to go out of your way to be rude to me and judge me, don't get upset with me if I openly and honestly verbalize my experience of you. Because that's just life, I'm not going to keep your secrets for you. Whatever. Have a blessed day, y'all.